I couldn't write that any better how I would want a whitetail hunt to go down.
That was so perfect.
Oh my God.
Which is wild, man. You guys
gosh.
could do this without too much effort. You could book a trip through Infinite Outdoors. The thing with whitetail hunting is it's nice to have a little bit of time to scout and stuff, but the program we did with Infinite and this property, we didn't need to. We showed up, the landowner kind of knew everything, had stands up. As close to a DIY whitetail hunt as you can do, we did it, and we're killed 2 deer in 3 days, and we still have 2 more days to go. Want to book a trip, man, go to infiniteoutdoors.com, sign up to be a member, and start exploring. There's so many opportunities out there for not only whitetail hunting, but antelope, big game, waterfowl, fishing. I truly think it's one of the greatest platforms that's ever been created to open up more opportunities for outdoorsmen. And that's what the name of the game is. It's just having more opportunity to get out and do what we love.
Guys, welcome back to a new hunt. We are in Nebraska. We're in the heart of the Midwest. It is November the 8th, and we are hunting whitetails for the next 5 days. There's a few tree stands that I really want to sit, but we're just waiting for better weather, and then we'll sit those, but I'm excited. This is something that we've done a handful of times that I would like to do a lot more. To me, it seems like this is what a lot of hunting is for me anymore, is I want to experience a lot of new things. I want to hunt new places, see new country, learn about critters that I didn't grow up hunting like whitetail. And so for me, I want to do this multiple times a year, but I feel very fortunate to be out here right now in Nebraska, in the Midwest, hunting and running bucks, which is pretty cool. Quite a bit of action for half an hour, 45 minutes. It's kind of slowed down. The rain is coming. It's been raining pretty hard, but I had 3 bucks within 30 yards. One of the things I've had success doing in the past, whitetail hunting, especially this time of year, is I did a lot of research last year or a couple years ago. My son Gage had a South Dakota whitetail tag. Did a lot of research about rattling before we went down there. And I can't remember where I read this article, but it said hard rattling for 5 minutes is the very best, or 3 to 5 minutes, but it's better than light rattling for a short time. Hard rattling for a longer time works better. I don't know how they came up with that theory, but I read that. I did that, and my son killed a buck the very first day. I rattled it into it, 150 yards. Let's try that.
Hey guys, Sam Seaton here. This is the morning of day 1 in Nebraska, trying to chase down my first archery whitetail. Casey and I have done a lot of hunting, fishing trips together over the years, and wanted to try some Midwest whitetail, and actually used the Infinite Outdoors app, which is a company that I'm helped found. And those of you not familiar with it, it's essentially, I like to describe it as a conservation access platform. So the whole goal of it is to help landowners conserve their land, preserve game through responsible harvest, habitat improvements, things like that, and then also expand new access to people, mainly for the DIY market. Because as a landowner myself, I grew up hunting land. I didn't like the idea of leasing away my rights to another person who's just going to jack up the price on the next people, and then I couldn't hunt it. And then from a sportsman, I really like the opportunity to go and explore. I don't want to fight the sea of orange always. I do it plenty, but I don't always want that. And I don't feel or have the desire to be with a guide. So for me, it's perfect. It's what we were all looking for, good quality control, wanted a chance at some decent bucks. So yeah, we just got on the Infinite Outdoors app, booked ourselves this Nebraska hunt, and we'll see how it goes. I've never been here. I don't know much about it. I know we have biologists that help onboard every property. They got them set up. Landowners bought into the conservation and management practices, and yeah, real hopeful, but kind of cool. Just spent the morning exploring the property boundaries on the Infinite Outdoors app and seeing what it had to offer, hanging out with the landowner, and we're excited to see what we can dig up here.
Never gonna see a deer in here. And there's no deer here. Never gonna see a deer. What? Well, pretty fun morning so far. It's about, well, it's 9:49. The rain has kind of started to let up a little bit, which is surprising. It was calling for pretty heavy rain until about noon, and then heavy rain again at starting like 2, but it's let off a little bit in the last half an hour. I think we're going to try to sit for another hour, try to sit till 11, and then go grab some lunch and then make another plan for this evening, but super fun. I've sat a lot for whitetails, and it can be a long, boring process when you don't see anything. As long as you're seeing deer, I could sit here all day, so sounds like the other guys have seen some bucks as well. Some deer have walked by, so it's looking good. All right, so from what I experienced this morning, I had quite some good action around the decoy. So Mitch, the landowner, had one decoy and I've been using that. But on my drive down here, I stopped in Laramie and bought. They didn't have an actual deer decoy, but they had a 3D whitetail target, and I was like, that will work, right?
Just letting you know.
And it was just in the box, and it did tell me the dimensions on it. But I was just like, yeah, it will work as long as it looks like a deer. And then we put it together today. It's a little small. The proportionate size of its antlers compared to its tiny little body makes him look like a 200-inch deer, but his body looks like a yearling. And then on the drive out here, we lost an antler, so it looks more like a jackalope really than anything.
Yeah, she's pretty realistic. You see, it's got the traditional shaped head there.
It is a jackalope for sure.
One antler.
Just poverty decoy is going to perform for Sam tonight. The thing I was thinking when I bought that thing too is if you get bored, you could probably fling some arrows at it.
Oh,
so, all right, man. Good luck. Kill a deer so I can get hat.
been deer here.
Yeah. I told you, I should have sat all day.
Fresh tracks over the rain.
Alright guys, it is the afternoon of day 1. I need to ditch some clothing. afternoon of day one. It's about 2:30. Getting back in the blinds. Rain's supposed to start again. Well, it has started again, but it's really supposed to start dumping here at about 4:35ish. So we're sitting the covered blinds again. I'm in this elevated blind, but it's the best way for us to be hunting through the rain. So once this storm blows out, which it is supposed to blow out tonight sometime, we're gonna have good weather the rest of the time down here. Guys, good morning. How are we doing? It's day number 2 out here in Nebraska, and we had a hellacious storm come through last night. It rained most of the day while we were out, but last night when we got back, it was torrential downpour most of the night. So I'm just gonna walk. Me and Sam are walking out. Sam's gonna go sit a new blind or a new tree stand. I'm gonna go sit the same blind I was in last night.
If you're able to see him or not. It all happened so fast. I barely got into the stand here, and didn't have time to get anything situated. I was literally facing the wrong direction, and I just look over to my right, and there's a bucket 25, 30 yards right over here. Didn't even have my trigger freaking secured yet, and he went right there. And I was like, shoot, I'm hosed. No way I can get my bow off. But he does this big loop over here. Loops all the way around and comes back towards us. Looks like he's heading over to a scrape that we found that very first day. He was just doing a loop coming right to it. So he's definitely that buck that was using it. But we'll see. I can see him piled up maybe 90 yards from where I'm at right now. Honestly, have no idea if he's a big buck or a small buck, but I was excited. So if it makes me excited, it's worth shooting in my books. So
I just got word Sam shot a buck. We've only been in the stand for maybe 45 minutes. I just got a text from Sam saying he shot a buck and he can see where he died. Buck. Sam's first ever whitetail. He's never hunted them before. And to say, like, his second day he climbed in a tree stand and shot a buck is pretty awesome. Working like there's no big deal. Oh, sidesteps the buck. Buck don't know what to do. Get him, Stains. Get him, Stains. Welcome to the humble abode. Yeah, bring that shirt. So guys, we just came back up. We're gonna sit the same stand that Sam sat when we killed that buck this morning. Where I was this field, and that giant we saw was just cruising this tree line. We think he's in here somewhere. So climb this bad bear and get set up. It's about 2:15. It starts getting good about 4:30, but who knows today? It could be cruising. Sam just sat down, probably been here for 20 minutes, and we were just chit-chatting. And a buck walked right by us, and we weren't prepared. So we're gonna get our game faces on. I'm gonna turn and look this way. We're thinking the deer are gonna come from behind us, but Cole's little buck just walked right by us like 15 yards. This big boy's gonna come in. I have a feeling. Buenos dias, hermanos y hermanas. Me and Sam are sitting ourselves in a tree. That's right, we are up in a tree right now. We're hiding out from the whitetails. It's day number 3. We're in a stand that the big buck came under yesterday morning. See him?
Oh, yes. Let's sit down and get a more steady shot. No, no. Great shot, Casey.
Did I smoke him?
You smoked him.
Dude, that was the coolest thing.
That's him going down.
Oh my god. I just told Sam, I was like, I'm not feeling it. I don't have any freaking patience today. We've only been sitting for about an hour and a half. I look up, see a deer cruise about 300 yards out, pick up the pine nose, and it's that big freaking buck. Comes out, makes a scrape, digs around, dog starts barking. Dude, like a freaking, read the script perfect. Walked into us, 22 yards. I drew back when he was about 40. Had no idea when I should draw because he's out in the open. I just drew real slow when he was walking straight at us. Never saw us stop. Quartering towards us a little bit. I was like, I'm going to put one right through his scapula, and I just did. It's a big deer. It's a freaking giant, dude. I just shot a buck in Nebraska. Day 3. I've never shot a deer out of a freaking tree stand before. Dude. I couldn't write that any better how I would want a whitetail hunt to go down.
That was so perfect.
Oh my god.
Blood?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay, move it. Let's see blood there. There's blood on the lower back. Look at it. See these tracks.
I see your buck.
You see my buck? Holy crap, dude. He is What a pretty deer. Dude. Oh, look at this deer. Look at that. Holy crap, man.